Yes, Sydney Sweeney, all hail our future fascistic fashion fantasy. And yes, that punchline is a hell of a lot funnier than this eye-wincing cringe by those Christian LARPing gimps over at the Babylon Bee. I'll assume everyone knows the skinny on the story by now. I couldn't get away from it if I tried. He even made the bloody news. Why? Because the brand American Eagle decided to promote their jeans using the lovely Miss Sweeney, featuring the tagline, "Sydney Sweeney has great jeans." Haha, get it? And cue the faux pearl-clutching outrage from the aimless horde of morons. I'm not gonna lie, my immediate visceral gut reaction to all of this arse was simply this.
Now, this might strike some viewers as harsh, but I believe everyone involved in this story should die.
Thank you, Mr. McDonald. Seriously, I am beyond fed up with this bullshit. I want you all to pause for a moment and look at this. We have droves of worthless wankers so void of attention and basic human interaction that they voluntarily use an electronic device to broadcast to the masses that they think a jeans advert featuring a white blonde woman with a decent figure promotes eugenics, a totalitarian ideology, and political upheaval is imminently on the horizon. You are fucking insane! That was my immediate reaction. But then I saw a whole bunch of black women spraying and I thought, well, hang on a minute. I may have had a change of heart here, and I'll tell you all why. Cast your minds back to the situation with Cabrutus and Sweet Baby Inc. Now, to give a TLDR on that situation, a Brazilian gentleman by the name of Cabrutus went to the game-selling entity that is Steam and decided to make a simple labeling mechanism that told the Steam users which games were tainted by the Canadian state-funded consultancy firm, aka subversive plague spreaders, who call themselves Sweet Baby Inc. A rather innocuous little feature, one would think, considering they have the games they worked on their own website, and he simply took publicly available information and posted it on Steam. They naturally lost their damn minds, screamed out loud, and the whole thing went viral and said Detector spread like wildfire. Now, I praise it because it was the first instance in a damn long time that the anti-woke crowd caused a reaction instead of wasting energy being the reaction. Now, that exact same mechanism is playing out here. So having said that, hats off to American Eagle. I'm not about to believe there's some 4chan-esque shit-posting edgelords in their marketing department, but if they were, they play this whole situation beautifully. I imagine they're sitting there scrolling through their news feeds and viral videos between high-fiving each other and laughing their asses off. So rather than my visceral gut reaction, I'm gonna try and spin this in a different way, because the whole world's a damn mental asylum, so let's turn it into a show, observing through the eyes of wrestling theatrics. Now, if you're unfamiliar with wrestling terminology, allow me to fill you in. You see, you have heels, the bad guys who the audience boos, and the babyface, the good guys who the audience cheers. Now, imagine, if you will, a disconnected heel faction, cutting promos, aka the whinging all over social media, and the promos are called Failing the Internet 101, seeing as they are, once again, broadcasting in mass what annoys them. And like I said before, never tell the internet what bothers you, because the entire world will laugh as that thing that pisses you off just to get a reaction out of you, especially if you happen to be really bloody annoying. If any of these people went to the ring, so to speak, the crowd would be loaded with American Eagle logos and Sydney Sweeney has great gene taglines. So that's the situation we find ourselves in. Is this promoting fascism? Yes, absolutely, because nothing quite screams eugenics like a blonde, blue-haired bombshell riding an American muscle. Wait a minute. Eagle. You know who else had an eagle in their insignia? The Nazis. And the dog was a German Shepherd. My good God, the parallels are everywhere. Quick, get Hugo Boss on the line and we can reinvigorate the brand with a selection of lederhosen and usher in a new age of whiteness. All hail the Fourth Reich. Well, you know what Dank says about dog whistles. Only dogs hear them. Coincidentally, that also describes the appearance of about 90% of the people who took issue with this ad campaign in the bloody first place. But anyway. This is all satirical, by the way, but these idiots think literally anything that isn't drowning in DEI arsewater is revving up a new autobahn. You may as well lean into it, for no other reason other than the reaction is damn well funny as all hell. Oh, and also, just for the sake of fairness, because I'll hold anyone accountable when they say something dim, this post by Melanie, calling Sydney a glorified prostitute and we shouldn't be propping her up as a conservative icon. First off, who the hell made you a gatekeeper for anything conservative, lass? Keep your asinine politics the hell out of this. It's bad enough when any site does it. And secondly, she's literally getting paid to put on jeans. It doesn't mean you have to morally agree with everything she's ever done, for heaven's sakes. I defended you on that same ground, and I will criticize you on the same bloody ground as well. Oh, and by the way, no sane Christian retweets the Babylon Bee except to take the piss out of them. Where's Dave when I need him? But anyway, far as why that particular demographic is coping and seething so hard, I mean, we'll save the obvious one for the end, but I think the diversity crap doing jack shit but tanking harder than a lead anchor ever since its inception kinda did a number on their psyche. It turns out Black, Bloated, and Behemoth has no mass appeal and can't sell $1 for 50 cents, all of which was put out of its failing misery by a single swoop of blonde Bustian bombshell. Come on, this isn't rocket science, folks. We all know why they're coping and seething. Sure as hell isn't the fascist cover either, that's just stupid. It's because she's been blessed with gifts they can't ever get. It has nothing to do with politics, it's just reality. Cheers for watching, and once again, I apologize for nothing.